All right, in addition to my normal content, we are going to start doing something I call Fun with REXX. In today's video, we're going to be focused on creating a reverse string algorithm. Now, admittedly, algorithms are a weak point for me, but to quote Red Green, I am a man and I can change if I have to, I guess. Now, REXX already has a reverse function built in, and in order to get this working, all we'd really have to do is come over here into the return area, say reverse, and pass in the word. And then if we save this and run it, well, it's already reversing the string. But where would the fun of this be? So let's take a look at how we can recreate this functionality without using a built-in function. So up here on line 2, I've already calling the function reverse string. I am passing in the word REXX. And for right now in the reverse string function, all I'm doing is accepting a single parameter and I'm returning nothing. Now REXX is an extremely capable language, but it doesn't have some of the niceties that you would find in other languages. However, a reverse string algorithm is pretty much the same no matter which language you're using. So the first thing we need to do is come down here on line 19, give ourselves a little space, and I want to create a variable, a local variable called reverse word, and we're going to initialize it as an empty string. The second thing I want to do here is I want to make sure that we're actually passing in some type of content, because I don't want it to run if there's no word being passed in. And in this case, we could simply do that by wrapping it in an if statement and checking that the word is not empty. Next, we'll do a simple loop based on the length of the word. Next, we want to store the actual character, so we'll do that in a variable called character, and we'll use the substring function to handle that. Substring accepts a string, an index, which in this case is I, and then the number of characters that we think are going to be in the string. In this case, we know it's going to be 1 because we're going one character at a time, so we can pass in the number 1 there. And then next, I want to do something that is probably overkill here, but I want to make sure that this is actually a word. And in order to do that, I thought I would take advantage of the data type function. So we'll pass in data type, we'll pass in character, and from here all we have to do is a little bit of concatenation. There's one curiosity that you're about to learn about. If you're coming from a different language, the way that we concatenate, or one of the ways we concatenate, might throw you for a little bit of a loop. So, reverse word, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the character and we're going to concatenate it. That's not an OR statement. That is a way for us to concatenate strings to the reverse word. We're going to save that. And then I'm going to come down here and we're going to return the reverse word. I'll save that again. Now remember, our original input using the native function was XXER. When I run this, assuming I didn't do anything weird, this should produce the exact same result. So let's go ahead and run this. And sure enough, XXER. So there you have it. That's one way we can create a reverse word algorithm. There are probably a few things in here I could improve. There's also probably a few things I could take out. Checking the data type may be overkill. However, I worked in the front-end industry long enough to know that you should never trust your users. If you found this video at all useful or interesting and you'd like to see more content like this, leave a comment down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Steven with New to Zed, and may the code be with you.